Today we're going to be doing Chapter 3, Lesson 6, Solving Equations Using Addition on pages 72 and 73. To solve these equations, you must get the variable or the letter by itself or alone on one side of the equal sign. So the answer might be x equals 9. That might be an answer. Another answer might be m equals 5. So this is what we're looking for, a letter on one side of the equal sign, the number on the other. And so to do this, we're going to have to perform the inverse operation, which we know is the opposite. So if we're adding, the opposite is subtracting, the opposite of multiplying is dividing. So we're doing that to the number that's on the same side as the variable. And today we're going to be only doing addition to get rid of the number that is being subtracted from the variable. So let's see what that means. Here we have x minus 3 equals 7. We want to get the x by itself, and to do that we're going to add, and we're only adding, and we're only going to be adding the number that's on the same side as the variable. So in this case it's 3, and when we know that negative 3 plus 3 is going to be 0, so these simply cancel out and we can bring down the x, and that 7 plus 3 equals 10. So this is our answer, and what we need to do is we need to check to see if this is right. So if we take this 10, right, and we plug it in where the x is, let's try that right now. So now instead of x, I'm going to write 10 minus 3 equals 7. Does that check out? It sure does. So the answer is x equals 10. Negative 5 equals y minus 9. We know that we need to get the variable by itself. So what we're going to do is we're going to add positive 9 to both sides, because plus is the opposite of minus. And when we do that, we know that this cancels out, and all we're left with is the y. And so the y equals what? Well, negative 5 plus 9 is 4, or positive 4. And this is our answer, but let's check. Let's see if this is actually right. So I'm going to rewrite this equation at the top. So it's negative 5 equals, and instead of y, I'll put 4 minus 9. Does negative 5 equal 4 minus 9? It sure does. So this is the correct answer. b minus 6 equals 0. We know that we need to get the b by itself, and to do that we're going to be adding, because adding is the opposite of subtracting, and we're going to be adding 6 to one side and then also the other. When we do that, we know that this cancels out, and so that all we're left with is b. And so we need to figure out what b is equal to. 0 plus 6, of course, is 6. That's our answer. That's the solution. That's what the variable is equivalent. But we need to sort of figure that out. So what I'm now going to do is plug in that 6. So instead of b, I'm going to write 6 minus 6 equals 0. Does that check out? It does. So, yep, this is our answer. n minus 5 equals negative 15. We know that we need to get the n by itself, always the variable alone, by doing the inverse operation. We're going to do the opposite of subtraction, which is addition. So we're going to add 5 to one side, and then let's add 5 to the other side. And we know that 5 minus 5 is 0, so that cancels out. We could write n plus 0 or n minus 0, but that would be weird. Let's simply just write n. So n is equal to what? Negative 15 plus 5 is negative 10. This is our answer, but now we need to see if this is actually correct. So now what I'm going to do is write negative 10 minus 5 equals negative 15. I'm simply rewriting this equation up here. And is this correct? Negative 10 minus 5 equals negative 15? Yup, it sure does. So this is our answer. Let's turn to page 73 and take a look at these practice problems. You guys are then going to do the cooperative learning with a partner. So let's try number 1 together. I can see it says k minus 20 equals 10, and we know that we need to do the inverse operation. Today the inverse or opposite of minus is always going to be plus, and so plus 20 on the left side, plus 20 on the right, and I know that 20 minus 20 cancels out, so all we're left with is k. So k equals what? Well, 10 plus 20 is 30, And this is our answer, but let's check to make sure that we're correct. So instead of the k, I'm going to rewrite 30 minus 20 equals 10. Is that correct? Yep, that's our answer. Let's take a look at another one. Let's try number 3. Why not? I see it says 21 equals n minus 6. We're going to do the inverse operation, and the inverse of negative or minus is positive. So let's add 6 to both sides. Great. And I know that when we do that, the 6's cancel out, and so all that we're left with is n. And 21 plus 6 is 27. Is this correct? Is this the right answer? Let's plug it in to see. So I'm going to rewrite 21 equals 27 minus 6. Is that correct? Does that work? It sure does. They're equal on both sides. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm looking forward to seeing your work. Let me know if you have any questions. Good luck.